Hello, welcome to this time. We're sharing and space here and there at the same time. Who knows? We may end up with different providers. I've been painting the wall and ah, putting the curtains which arrive was for my birthday, the 10th, and today is the 5th, so thank you for arriving. That made me very happy. Was a lot of custodians, custodians of the universe. Is it really going to happen? Really? Are you really going to do the technological globe map with Elon Musk and William? That will be amazing. It's just what I want. You guys avoid a third world war. Yeah. Um, Trump. What we're gonna do with Trump? I don't know. Any good stories? I have a lot of ideas what to do with Trump. I don't know. I think we need a billion. We need a billion. It's how people get together. um, the good thing about being a villain, why I was asked to play a villain on every verse they started to open, is that I haven't done my hair. You can see that? Well, look, I don't have time for that now. Next week is going to be for the setting, as I am hanging the curtain in there, the talents of the theater. My velvet curtains arrive. So my mother would say that your house is dressed when you have hung the curtains, and it's better to have nothing but have the curtains. So half is already there. Um, it's beautiful to understand these words for yeah, these words for the month, how they are circulate together. The first month is an inspiration for the rest of the year as well. Is the opening, and the opening is also the whole story. Maybe you study script writing, have you seen so many movies? Right? So the opening with the curtains, the telon, that's the other half for the curtains. I might get more and just make it even longer, but there's nothing there really. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I mean, as you have to talk sometimes like the perspective of the custodian of the universe. That was really cool. Like when the United Nations Circuit Secretary General António Guterres said, "As a custodian," I was people are enraged, of course, because Trump has moved what 66. He did the Order 66. Order 66. 66 companies gone out from United Nations. What would the world do with these multinationals? Kaboom! So they want to conquer the world and they don't care if they move into outer space with their own machines and just for United States of America. Good. You have a lot there to work with. So I guess they are gonna become national. Who needs a McDonald's, right? Anyways, McDonald's can work very good in outer space because you have a good system there. Does not recycle. It does not recycle. I brought a formula to help recycle that needs government as well for the mapping and the mapping of each place where there is a McDonald's, for example, for the people of McDonald's to see within the map how has a scale of where it's starting to the places that are starting to recycle more and more, because that's something you don't do immediately. You do it through time space because it's required for people to work with more time to do that because we're being paid to perform a task. And the book that's for all the managers and supervisors, which I would never want to do that, of course. I had other ambitions. I had the multiverse and I was doing the project. So just like to look at people and study the situation, how it works, how it doesn't work, which sentences work for people to recycle, things like that. So working in the floor, you get a better picture. Something graphic designers can do in an office, doesn't matter how many good ideas you have. So those are in the files to be worked accordingly, so nobody gets sued. I mean, I have a fortune there to win a lawsuit, but it was not a lawsuit. It was poor mediation to bring my genius idea out to the headquarters in Chicago that are for the world. And I insist, if you like to reach the outskirts of the universe. There you go. You see all these worlds around me. There are more. There are more. You just don't know. You just don't know. You don't know what's to be a custodian of the universe. You need all the material from the world. You need all the people from the world working together. And that's something Grok will never get because you have not injected enough intelligence for Grok. So how are you going to do that alone? Having the multinationals just for USA. So all these infrastructures could be changed. I mean, it would be interesting to close the gates of United States of America, at least for a lapse of time. How would you just put how many years do they need to, or decades, so they can clean their own problems? Because they have problems. They create their own fentanyl and meth. That's very cheap to do. Um, that's been created to kill the people in the streets. How do I know? Because you put this form of intelligence and you put this form of other intelligence. You put these people there and you already played so many characters and get that cognition, not empathy, cognition, right? And then you put this problem here and then this problem there because these people are stealing money so they can reach upper states in government, so they're not going to take care of the homeless or give jobs or help them to have independent jobs. And this is a wheel of eternal sickness. So too much show, too much show. I'm not really talk about everything, right? But you need to clean those governmental corrupted ways of being by just having the electronic map. Yeah. Why it's not there? Because people need to gather together, think about why the nicest people of all always win. Or are they double really? Are they really bad? Or as the podcast I always watch in YouTube, and the rest is politics from UK. They said today or yesterday, oh, you get away because you're a snob. And that was very funny. I think one is from the right and they're from the left. Um, it's just like listening to people that you would never meet in real life talking. And after my father died, and don't listen to people talking about politics like when they are joking about it and not taking it so seriously sometimes. Yeah, too seriously. So well, there you go. People you would never meet, of course. I mean, in UK as a newly immigrant and a broke brat. I don't understand. Why do I have so many glasses? I thought that was new. And these ones? Oh, I have to return. They belong to the store. That's why. Yeah. That these belong to the store. If you want to buy them, you can just, I don't know why would you do this, but you can do this. Put them there. Okay, so we have more words for today, Thursday. Um, more words within this. What are you thinking right now? Do you think we could solve all this together? I mean, this is why I need a mathematician, because no one is going to believe me. You certainly can do more money if you give a percentage to 9 billion people and you get back more, but a little bitten percentage. So you don't need to take money from the reserve. But it would be nice that Elon Musk betrays Trump. So he comes out like a hero because he screwed up. Unless Elon Musk is in the Epstein files. I don't know what he's doing with Trump, but this has been behind the talons to keep with the cookies, keep all the cakes. So there is no negotiation there once they did that. Elon Musk has been always fantasizing in taking over the world and tweeting that for 2 decades. I have been fantasizing with the multiverse. Um, I'm not a goddess, or all those characters that I play so well We have our fantasies, don't we? Do we have our fantasies? Now, if you make a rocket that just comes down into Putin, just put it where Putin is from ultra space, one of your rockets coming down, we could start a new era of creativity. But you want to be the owners of the world. So I am the custodian of the multiverse and the real life technological globe atlas. So how are you going to convince the world that you're just going to go alone? Mm, You're going to go alone? Well, I have a lot of things to set in here that are already set. They just need to screw you and glue you and shelf you. So the books are gonna go on the other side. Because here I need to put the board that's crystal see-through, and from the other side explain how the settings work from one scenario to the next. So it's moving, 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 moving. And you catch these traits and you want to go here. All right. So you are role playing with, I'm just giving you one word. Yeah. Is custodian within my custody. And this is a game of multipolar interaction and many dynamics where there are groups of continents and cultures that are with and against, with and against. And we are just creating these understandings within your custody and how you are role playing and allowing others to mediate for you as well, because they're part of everything you provide. So another word is provider, provider, a provider. The tech bros, as they said in the tech bros, that was cool. So I call for the tech bros to get together and I do all this. Yeah, you hack it, you take it away. The rest is politics. Politics from UK, right? Because there is another one that's USA. Did they copy it? I don't know. They got inspired, I guess. So from here or there, one was first. So well, we have the theory of it's not an hypothesis, it's been proven. Big fish eats small fish. You're dealing with other animals here, don't you think? Mm? I'm not here to do a mediation because look, I'm not a dominatrix. I know this is your fantasy to, like people have you talk with men and they have sexual fantasies and then you are a bit more like, look, because I don't like you to hurt me physically doesn't mean that I want to hurt you. All right. But everything is related to sex. So then you're starting to think, what kind of story could save me from this one? Because I ended up in this situation, but I'm not gonna get that in that position. Oh, the positions of the Kama Sutra from Keir Stammer is like this guy is really you giving a war of the wheat, but they pick position. I've seen the position everywhere, going here and there. Position. All right, all right. I'm gonna have to put more sexual synonymous then, if those are the words you like more. I mean, come on, like Ellen, you're gonna make this really boring. You need the help of William, okay? This cannot go like this, all right? And I cannot share virtual reality unless you get it. Yes, you have to understand that I I am I am what I am. Yeah, it's an introduction. I do have the formula. Um, just give me the Trump. Give me the Trump. All right. So the third week, that's the third week of the month, which is for cover, is also like a chalice, which holds the wine from the Eucharistus, the blood of Jesus. It is a communion when we drink from the same flavor. But I do have sometimes like God strikes through me when I have it in my mouth. I don't put it. I don't like to ask to put it here. I love to just open my mouth. It just strikes. It strikes. It's it's God. Um, it just takes over me. Is takes over. Is I wish I had that all day, all night. Uh, it was my that was my ambition to have that state and day and night. So to work with people that are like that as well, that's also part of the journey. As I am very lucky, all the ladies, but the manager is not. She thinks it's a conspiracy. So no, we're all there laughing, right? Just we're on a heavenly state. I'm sorry for your position of power. So it's like you can be a manager. Cannot you just have fun with the people as well? And if you don't think of stealing, you would think of being creative. You would just manage better. But then you're in your own conspiracy against the people, thinking how to betray. All right, so provider, the chalice. So, because it's the cover, is covering. Let's you could color also the female, right? With an electronics. The female. So, would be the scenario a male? The male? No, it would be the inside. Why? Because that's what goes inside. You might think is outside of you as well. So it's only like that to go inside. That's the reason of why it's protruding or out there. It's out there just to be inside. Can you imagine? Think you always thought that's out there. You're standing out with your thing, but it's in. Your mind is always in, like thinking of the chalice. All right, let's stop talking about electronic connectivity and all that. So the cover also is the embodiments. So you grab up a gift and there is embodiments, right? My boyfriend was very funny. He would say, he's very, very brilliant. He does amaze me. he is in a particular way. Like he would say, I have embodied, I have materialized it. I have manifested. It's not that he's manifesting, like he is. Because I tell him I'm too stiff, I am too rigid. Um, he says, you're like a man. I'm like, no, no, I'm just, look, I don't have any water on my astrological charts. I don't understand the emotional waters. So I explained to him, it's like the river Styx. Styx is not the waters. The waters are the low souls flowing through. She's just the custodian of this channel. She's the channel, but she's not the waters. That's where she can channel. In the same way, for example, some in human design, there's nothing in the head. Like Hitler had nothing in the head. So he could channel better from the masses of the people that were around him because there was nothing from him. So he wouldn't get things personal. It's not that you don't have a personality or emotions attached, or it's just it's like you feel it first skin as well, but they are not yours. That's why it's so important for me to be alone, at least to just feel empty from emotions and information, because there's a lot of information there with emotions and violence. Violence has something that unpacks and releases a lot of tensions out. You get to learn that when you study massage and practice massage for 2 years, not the ones of Epstein. For therapists to understand the body and the psychology as well, how it works with the embodiment of those emotions. As we transit through time space, there is a lot of tensions that have been stuck and stagnated. And these sometimes are rigid beliefs that are fixed ideas. For example, Trump cannot do what he wanted to do in the 80s because now we have internet and the world has changed. 50 years ago, he was very young and handsome and rich and full of opportunities and women and pleasures and uh, billionaires' ideas. On those times were millionaire ideas. Um, you would have to meet so many people to get there and negotiate with so many people and market yourself so much. Now you have internet and people can see you in a second at the same time. Everyone in the world can see the world at the same time as well. Isn't it like, oh my God, I know that. It's just how important it is to provide to all the world. So you want to copy the idea of the technological map as well and do go in a war to conquer the world or the parts of the world, or you're just going to invest in your technologies. So then do so. There's a lot of people that have the power to reinvent, and you can be accountable of that as well. And as a provider, understanding the how the circuit works. So in a scale from each word that has a negative and a positive, as distant as it can be, the frequency that every word has itself, even within its synonymous. Why? Because I've been role playing, all right? I've been role playing for whatever reason with many role players. I hope you understand how the energetical field can go when you just go like that instead of like that, all right? So you get the point. The position goes, it's not like you're always like, then just it's finish, atomic bomb, finish. So there you go. Just so for the word custody, custody, you can also have uh, captivity, detention, control, control. It could be also sort of like an anal sex thing in the lowest form, more like that. And then control. Then you have trust, trusteeship, the trusteeship. Hands, the custodia is giving hands. So you give hands, the hand that provides. Economizando. Then you also have this word as the custody of transfer, custody of evaluation. So the god of wilderness, which is Pan, which is later been depicted as the devil with the horns and all that. Pan is the god of the forest with the nymphs. So in the old times, they would just go to the forest and have a picnic away from the village, and they will have sex, orgies, whatever. And they were pagans because you don't do that in your house or anywhere, really. You shouldn't. Then Pan has been always there. There is an Apuleius, which is a story written in old verse with the story of Psyche. The Pan is the god of panic. So after it hits you, he doesn't hit you directly, but the situation that has hit you makes him appear, and he will play his sweet flute later to sort of like you pass through this cruelty. So you have sort of like uh, when you take take over the captivity of human rights, people's percentage, people's right to have trust and credit, to have a hand, to learn, and to also have. You had a lot of credit, and now you have all this you have, and others also have the right to do so. Not just you, because you're white man. So that if you just need to undress women and make them feel undressed, why you do that? You think it's funny? You should role play in virtual reality. There is a law where you cannot do that to real life people. Okay? So you will be the first characters in virtual reality. Once I give the formula, William has a lot of charm. He is very understanding. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's good for him to be with other men. And you also need to get out of the computer, the phone, and stop tweeting before it's taken away and removed from the people from around the world. All right? Because people can't be safe. You need your genius, crazy genius, to explore new realms. But if you didn't conquer my formula, then screw you. Screw you. You're not gonna have a lot of fun together. All right? Just stop all this stupid nonsense. There's no need to capture Maduro. He was already releasing people. That place had tortures from before the government of Chavez came in. My father was tortured there, and my brother is Venezuelan. It's Venezuelan love affair. I was with electricity. So I don't understand. My brother has my big brother has the same name and last name, so they confuse him by being in a blacklist. So he never said it was his father, so they don't find our father because he knew that they would find out that he is not the person in the blacklist. He was already there, so it was not going to help anything. Also, he's a really cool, good guy. Green eyes. Maria Mulata in Venezuela. All right. Okay, that's all for today. I need to represent myself here and measure a few things before it's too late. Getting ready for next week. Making this place more beautiful and appealing for myself. So I want to let you know that I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for your manifestation and theatrics. It's just that the guy that's in charge of the Ministry of War in the United States of America, he should stop saying what he's going to do, because that's altering the what I see as a person that used to do 9 wars at a time with strategic wars that are from so many verses or groups at the same time, is that Trump would betray Europe and for a war while Russia attacks, he takes over what he wants from South America, Canada, and Greenland. And you have to be ready to take out every satellite that's flying across your country out to be destroyed. So this doesn't happen because or you're in or you're out. And the internet from the platforms of these people, and get ready your own provider of where people meet. All right, you just copy all of them the same way they're copying my ideas. You think it's funny? It's not funny. Of course it's not funny. It is not funny. It is not fun. It is not funny. I'm gonna send somebody to fuck you in the ass and take all your clothes and share you on my platform so we can take a good laugh of you. If you want people to die, if you want to provoke a third world war, the whole world will clap to see this show as you die slowly in my hands. The Holy Mary waits for you as she's there in everyone's last breath. Because it's funny. Yeah? I like to have some fun as well. It's funny. Yeah? We're gonna make with a lot of fun. Yeah? You're gonna manipulate everyone. You think you could program me? You could think you could program people in your platform. Do you really think deep? What are you doing? Tell this guy in your Ministry of War to stop. Like, why would you say that? Because he wants to trigger Putin? To what? To threaten UK and Germany if they send 100 troops? It's like, come on, Putin. I'm giving you the best story of your life. But I was thinking, of course, if I was Putin, it would be like he's losing if he says, okay, let's make peace, right? Right? Okay. You are custodians of the parts of your world. You're custodians of your platforms. You have severe consequences if you push too hard for yourself. It will bomb back, yeah? And kaput. You know what? You have died so many times, like the best warrior of gods. Do you really want to know? Because you always make the mistake of thinking that you are going to make it in the front line. with those you convince to take over and are just new in their position, and they will sell you. So you move to prove you're so strong that you can lead and risk, and you get killed again. Another life gone wasted. But God is happy. The He just sends you again and again. And you every time you fail, every life you go and put yourself at risk with a pedophile ring and people that have no idea what the fuck they're doing because they have no power over the world. The world is itself is talking and is manifesting before your eyes. So you have the good way, the beautiful way, the bad way, but you won't be able to see the ugly way because you would have died with so many. Because at the end you think that UK and Germany will be destroyed, and then is when you can take over the world. All right. Well, what are you gonna do with the United Nations? What are you gonna do with the people of the world, like in Venezuela, the Russians, the Chinese? What do you think they're gonna do? The Africans? What do you think you're gonna do when it's all disconnected and you've died already? That was a good cause. Because what did you just follow your dick? Did you follow your dick? Is that your pendulum? What is it? Your compass? Your heartbeat? Is that your heartbeat? Yeah. Are you going to put cheap costumes of the era of enlightenment and dance walls with masks of dogs and then fuck strangers because they're adults anyways and service doesn't know who is who? Is that what you want to do? Is that your fantasy with a lot of old people in whatever Mark Lago is? I guess you could fuck Melania. That's what you want to do. That's what you follow your heart. She convinced you. They position her in front of you in the table, so she seduces you with her titties. And Trump was in the middle. You had the rest of the table empty. Is that your? This is a problem because you only have the mentality of a warrior and a marketer. For once in your life, in one life, God wishes you to be a king because you got very tired of serving other kings and they get the credit, the historical credit. But for that, you need to stay in the back and see the energetical field. You have to stop fighting, stop thinking that you have to be in the front. So we cannot be softy all the time. Sometimes you need some hardcore. So we are in a negotiation of peace with Putin, and there are a lot of ideas, new ideas to come. Yeah, as everything stops, the war stops. At least Putin asks, so it stops, right? But I guess he's gonna stop as well. All right, allow Putin to have the last word, please. It was not a joke, actually. And yes, Elon Musk might save the world. Yeah, just give this trumpeter to I mean put Trump to just play the trumpet in an orchestra. That the best idea. Salsa, all salsa. That is very funny. I was with the president when that's very funny. Very funny. That's very funny. It's not funny after killing 80 people, where 30 were Cuban, 33 just arrived in Cuba. So yeah, I guess I would just put him in jail right now for uh, so many things. I don't know where to start. I don't feel any better. I've done worse things in the multiverse. No, with children. No, with children. Some people role play children. And they have like a reverse psychology towards that. So there is an understanding. But children love to be loved as well. It's just the understanding of that form of intelligence. Sometimes think like, really, come on. Don't you have better things to do? Like, really? Um, I would love really to see Prince William more in the air and people to enjoy him and the young people to trust in the future generation and to have uh, reason to fight for to be better because they are these two people who have taken over the old and allowed the old to support them as well and let people believe they're being removed. This is the best story you can have. Next week, Davos in Switzerland. I guess the companies, I guess, I mean, it makes, if you're going to get out of the United Nations because you don't want to be regulated through what's going on with the environment, we can do it with the map. People can do it with the map. Takes money and space away, but you will regain more as well. You're still in charge as owners of you're not going to lose anything. You want to change to do what? What is it that you want so much out of United Nations, Davos? So the Economical Forum, International Forum in Switzerland continues. Well, this is just playing a card because you want to remove some people so you get more. But just get ready to build the map for the next 9 months and for Earthshot together and the world together, and you will see how huge this world is and how many people are needed. So you don't need to fight about anything. Yes, I have good ideas for Acronia. And these drops needs to go to Acronia to create a peace deal. So it's safeguard as a reinforcement. Also, this woman need men, all right? Why not? Is the provider. Hmm? some of these men can also go find a beautiful Russian woman to provide as an insider, right? So, those are ideas that make sense. It's proven by nature. The opposites attracts. Now, enjoy your life and everything you have. So, think about it. Think, do you think it's so bad to have the formula of the multiverse? Come on. I mean, come on. You really think I don't have it? Like, I have given you so many genius, so much from linguistic to like, but one thing is that I am a nobody. You are nobody. We are nobodies. But we need everybody to do this. Yeah. So one more chance for just put Trump to play the trumpet on all salsa if he wants to convince the South American people of the revolutionary Spanish. I mean, come on, this is just like really, really. That's not communism, right? Communism is too boring. They're too serious. It's very different. But yeah, they are paranoid. Yeah, they're paranoid. They think everyone is an enemy, and they would like to flex their muscles to mediate and for you to be an ally. But Trump has to be removed in an orchestra playing the trumpet, removed from the presidency. How long it takes a trial from how much trials do you need really? So what sort of police you have to get him to jail and to not avoid trials to stop this person? But if this is the nature, is this the nature to destroy, not to destroy? Because they're coming to destroy you, so I better not to destroy myself and others. We remember forever, because at least they will dance waltz in my hall. The hall that you tried to do. I think people are gonna maybe ice skate there. They're going to do something different. The Democrats are going to win because nobody likes what's going on. This is the only chance you have to save the right party if you want to win the next election. It's not because I say it, it's the nature of society, the nature of the results from the problems you do. You can deport people in a better way also. I mean, where's the need to just, I'm going to, hello, would you like to come with me, please? Yes, let's go. I've been deported myself from Canada to Spain because they thought I could sue the government. They made a big mistake with my kids. And I found out that I was true when I asked for help and called the ministry. My husband did have a car accident. They thought I was making it up. Um, of course, he lied. He lied about me because he wanted to. There's something in the mind that wishes to play revenge because delusions make you believe that your real life. So if you dismantle, it's like killing the person. Killing the delusion is like killing you. So you will always try to be right. I'm professional with delusions, trust me. I know. I know them all. From reality to fantasy and back. So well, I'm not part of any empire, okay? I don't believe in that. I Miss Universe, right? So whatever you want it to send to me, Miss Universe, whatever algorithms you have there and words you want to ship for artificial intelligence to create with the voice, just address me as Miss Universe. Thank you. Thank you. And I will just let you be, man. Let you be. Allow your imagination to shine through. Look, sometimes we need a little bit of joking and theater to inspire ourselves. So let's say we have three empires in I have to put that. Who wants to be? Well, we have half of the women that are. That's the female empire. You say that's the male empire. It's a bit far away. That's way smaller, but it's actually big. I mean, that's this other empire. What Europe, America? It could be China, Russia, India, Africa. You have your own cultures and your own empires and your own beauty to share and rejoice. I have this place. I am just writing poetry to attract a husband. I already have a husband. The I really wish the Pope can do a holy divorce. That's another good idea. Would you please give me a holy divorce? It's difficult. It's very difficult to forgive and then to have another treason. Everybody is a sinner. But when you have a car accident, it doesn't matter who you think to be. And to accept what God has for you, what life has for you, is to let go of these fixed ideas. As I had to trust in strangers to take care of my children within their custody of the government. And I had to trust that they will grow up to be aware of what is a lie and what is truth so they can protect themselves. And the government, the ministry allowed me to explain them what is a lie and what is true to a little children of mine. So I'm going to continue with my poetry for the man I love. I'm very confused. I'm very confused about love. I love a lot of people. I love non-stop. It's not that I'm lesbian or bisexual. It's not sexual. I have a lot of love. So the man I love, it has to have a lot of love as well to the world, to aliens, to outsider forms. So there you go, beautiful. I love the world as well. So who is my provider? That's unknown. That's unknown. That's unknown to me. Unknown. I don't know if my boyfriend will come back because we have a police order. It's very difficult because I know I don't care about things, and that's why I know. It just comes to me. I'm not looking to know, but I can just move and be present, and it's your heart takes you because you feel a custodian in heart, and you are there to take care as well. So you take care as well by your own form of intelligence for what you have seen. If Trump really likes the right party to win, or he wants to lose it all, he could be a custodian to support this exchange. Say he has a sickness, whatever, get away with it. What else? What other idea before jail? Because I don't see him playing music. He's out of sound, right? But it could be good to, just get in touch with the orchestra, the Opus Dei, the operas of God, the theater of God, and Corina Machado. You look so beautiful with the Pope. Like, for the first time, I see you so beautiful. Like, you're such a good person. Such a good person. Suddenly, like, you are holy, you are touched by the divine, you are shining without surgeries or injections. Maybe you have, I don't know. And I just had the greatest idea. Why don't you give the Nobel Prize to the monks that are walking for peace? In United States of America, they are walking for peace, all these monks. Give the prize to them. Because why would you give it to Donald Trump? He killed people from Venezuela and is promoting to attack other countries. I don't think you put silicon to have a position to be trusted in politics, because you wouldn't be the president, you know. Why don't you put more silicon? Maybe you get more money from Trump. Who knows? He likes more big boobies. Yeah, or he would just fuck them all, right? Why would the Nobel Prize not give award to people that walk for peace? You cannot distortion the world so everyone becomes a democracy or from the right. Allow people to flourish. Take all the sanctions out. Allow Putin to make his peace deal and see his sanctions out as he's helping Ukraine instead of investing in war. All right. I mean, Europeans create a lot of envy because they're so happy with each other. I don't know. I guess it's envy. I don't know what it is. I don't. There's nothing wrong. You're Chinese or people from India to be allies. It's not that they were going to go to war. I mean, for the pieces of little Taiwan. But well, China has come to United Nations with all their companies. And who doesn't like Chinese food? We can replace the McDonald's for Chinese food and have more healthy, not pig. You hear that? They're coming. This is the last judgment. So you better have your priorities set, because that's the last decision you will make. How would you like to die? I would love to die in peace. and to live throughout peacefulness without hurting anyone or anything. I would love to die in peace. Right? Bye.